Hi guys, Richie from Destination Riverina Murray here. We're here in Tumbarumba to film the first episode of our We've Got the Goods series. We've Got the Goods is an initiative of Destination Riverina Murray to really showcase and highlight the local produce and food that we've got in the region. We're working with Destination New South Wales to really promote the region as a food bowl, and people are telling us they want to come here and have a meal direct from the farmer and a paddock to plate experience. So we really want to make sure that we're delivering on that expectation when people come here, and through We've Got the Goods we'll do a series of interviews with cafe owners or restaurateurs or event owners across the region who we think are doing a great job in this space. And so we're here in Tumbarumba to talk to Laura from Nest Café, located in the Snowy Valleys area. We think Laura does a great job here with her menu and the events that they run throughout the course of the year. And so Laura, just keen to hear from you about Nest and why you came to create the cafe here in Tumba.
Oh, okay, so Nest was born about 10 years ago. Came here out of the city and wanted to have a cafe basically, but I was drawn to the area because of the mountains and the forest and the beautiful region. I had a family connection as well. The building also had a cinema as part of the complex, so it was a combination of interesting things that appealed to me that we could then create more of an experience, I suppose, for people. And back then, Tumbarumba was a little timber town, farming town, but it's got vineyards and produce around. And my expectation was that there would be roadside stalls and you could easily pick up fresh produce, and that I could just use that in the menu. But it wasn't quite that simple. We've had to sort of dig a bit deeper and see things out a bit to find that. Of course, people grow food around here, but yeah, I think everybody actually has a backyard plot just about in this region. Yeah.
So with your menu, you've gone to a lot of effort to put together a menu that features a lot of local produce in here. Is there a few things in here? I'm seeing things like Coolman cheese or smoked trout from the Snowy Mountains. Do you source that from a local supplier?
Yeah, I don't catch it out of the stream, unfortunately, myself, but you could down here. You could. But we do get it from Snowy Mountains trout.
Yep.
They're over Tumut Way, so just the other side of the Shire.
Yep.
And that is really popular on our mountain, and it's such a good product. And it's so lovely to be able to use it and proudly say it's a locally produced product.
Yep.
I don't think anyone's ever disappointed when they get that dish in the menu.
Do people come here and really enjoy the fact that you've got local produce throughout the menu, and that you're really going to an effort to get that locally as opposed to from a big supply company?
I think a lot of our customers do, and I think there's visitors that travellers, I guess, that are coming through town who particularly are wanting to. They come this way. They don't want to just have the same thing they're going to get in their own hometown.
Yep.
It's about, I know when I travel, I want to experience what's part of that region, not what else I can get at home necessarily. And looking at reviews and things on like TripAdvisor and things like that, you see comments from people saying, lovely local produce. So it does impact them. So they may not come. Half the time people just stumble across us anyway, and then find out that, and so then they walk away.
Have you had people come back because and said, I've come back because you had such a great local produce feature in your offering and things like that?
I guess I don't know if anyone said it specifically, but certainly in like those reviews they say, "I'll definitely back," or "You got to go to this place," and it's are going to be a combination of reasons. But I think the produce for me is important to what we do. Like it's using what's in our region. So some other things like berries and truffles are grown here, which are quite part of a unique climate, and the cold climate wines. So we try to use that to represent. Somebody once said that it's really nice when your menu actually, you can tell from the menu where you are.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I have in my mind when I'm creating what we do for our everyday menu or for our events.
Yeah.
And it's just it's becoming more of a common way of living too, for people to grow seasonally and eat seasonally.
So you've got a great events calendar. You do some seasonal events. You had a seasonal winter series, and then this one here's spring, and most of these have just happened. You've got Paul West coming here to talk about edible gardens and things like that. I notice you've got a spring markets every now and then where local producers and local makers come. Do you want to tell us a bit about why you do this and some of the reasons that people will come and enjoy these events?
So the markets they probably started in our first year, I think, when I was talking about I expected to see that. So I kind of put the market on to try and draw that out of the community, and to give people an experience when they do come that they can go somewhere and find a collection of locally made or homemade produce. And because we're in a distinct season climate, cold climate most of the year, it's November and we're still cold. We can have limited availability in some things, but that's okay too because it's unique to our area. So even if there's only a handful of stalls, well, that's a reflection of who we are as a region, I think. So those markets are just on the lawns, and it's lovely also for people to meet the people who grow that food or make those goods. That's everyone wants to meet the maker these days, and it's just a nice relaxed way to do it. And the events themselves, they've been a really great opportunity to highlight, particularly so in the winter we've been doing chestnuts, hazelnuts and truffles, particularly because they're growing in the region but they don't get much of a profile, and so we've created sort of events around them to try and highlight that. And I think I know that lots of people are using local produce around the place, and we're not superstars or anything. I think what's a bit different is I've tried to mention those people though, or highlight others, and working with the other producers and growers has together, you get that synchronisation.
Good collaboration amongst other people in the tourism industry, and eventually some of those farms might open themselves up to more visitor experiences and things like that.
Well, we're seeing some of that actually happening. It's really exciting. And one Happy Wombat hazelnuts, the right one. They hadn't really had any public visitor experiences, and we started something a couple of years ago, and now they've had quite a few, and they're really good at it, and it's really great to see.
That's an excellent story.
So everyone sort of benefits, I think.
That's excellent. That's exactly what we're trying to encourage is business people like yourself to start collaborating and reaching out to local suppliers, because it creates that ecosystem, I suppose, that when visitors do come to the region, they're inevitably coming to try and get that paddock to plate experience that we're trying to promote to them. And so when they do come and they see these menus and events and obvious collaboration that you've made with people supplying this produce around the region, I think it really hits the mark, and you've done a great job. So well done. Do you have any advice for other tourism businesses, cafe owners, or even event owners and things like that?
I guess you've got to think about what's true for you, and what your business is and what you're trying to achieve. And some businesses are kind of built around this stuff, like produce and making it local and stuff, and other businesses may not be built on that, but they could maybe still build a little bit of that in, and it's probably as much as, like I was saying before, just kind of backing each other a bit and tying in and saying, these guys are doing this, and in the region, and talking about and mentioning your fellow businesses and suppliers, and it helps people create a bit of a picture, like visitors to the region understand a bit of context of where you are. I don't know, and
I agree.
So, but I think just be true and authentic to what you're doing. Do it for
the right reasons.
And just start finding out what's in your area more so, like if you haven't been doing it, but it's perhaps you are, and it's just not being spoken about very much as well. So I think that's an opportunity for people.
Okay, excellent. All right, well, that's end of episode 1 of We've Got the Goods. Thanks for your time, Laura. I love your cafe here. I think you do a great job of showcasing the local produce in the region, and we've been really blessed to have a chat to you today. So thanks, guys. See you later.
See you later.